from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Let's go now. And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
16 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10.
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. Ready.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. To the air goes Daniels. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Here we go.
First down, Seattle.
To the right side, this is Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 more.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Roma Dunze, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They run it again with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 39-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
In motion left, Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Bateman, incomplete. It moves to 2nd and 10.
Rodgers to throw once more. A short throw caught by Andrews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely, 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Seahawks offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready? Like it. Right there. Come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Here we go. Strike.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And we'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Rodgers. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL's Leader in rushing yards to this point in the season, and if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title.
Rig alert, rig alert. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Trevion Henderson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Titans. Mark Andrews, 73 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go. Steady.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The tight end in motion right. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is fielded at the 27. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And his throw here's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
To throw is Rodgers.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Rodgers again now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
28 yards.
And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
They set up the screen for Henderson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's go now. 65-6.
Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Buffalo IT.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Here's Daniels. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Makes the score
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Looking to put a drive together.
Off the play fake. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Running left is Henderson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
That's another Seahawks.
Hello.
On 1st down, it's Henderson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go, street. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
Once more with Henderson.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Shifts by him.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Looking to put a drive together.
Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Rodgers now to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw from his end zone, Daniels.
He's up to the 20. Now he's loose up the left sideline. He's to the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a Continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Blue 58.
Here's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
18.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Will Anderson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake. But I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarvion overshown. Gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The pressure. That time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
That'll be complete to Cook. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Henderson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Ready? 18 ready. 18 ready.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
To the air goes Daniels. Smith and Jigba with the ground.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Rig alert, rig alert. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll try to run for it with Henderson.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That is caught.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jaden Daniels.
22 yards.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So definitely a good day's work. Throwing the football, very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
20-yard line.
319.
Rodgers going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
58.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Mason Graham providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport. But after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
84 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw near to a 1,500-yard campaign.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run once more with Henderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Daniels. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Titans' 31-yard line.
70 Rangers. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
To throw is Daniels.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Touchdown!
Rome Odunze.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touch. Down pass.
I think you're...
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
319.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Check, smash, check, baby.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Yeah, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 12-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense, and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's good for a Seahawks.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving and keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.